Johnny, where I'm posting for you. I thought you were going to send me something. Poster boy. Got a lot of stuff to do, Johnny. Plus, YouTube ruined my life. So really, I got tired of making videos. Big thank you to Matthew if you're watching, because what I brought with me today is HP brown sauce and malt vinegar. The good thing about the other vinegar in this restaurant, it didn't have it had like a big, it didn't have like a top like this, and so when you put it on, it just went all over the place. I better just make sure I've ordered this. I have. I did come in early, didn't I? You'd see her. My big plate of chips with a 20 yen discount, thank you. Glad not to have bread today. You can get malt vinegar usually at the Western restaurants. But I think if they put HP brown sauce in the tables, they would disappear. There's an election in town for a new Lord Mayor. Maybe my son's teacher, you've seen her before. She was trying to get me to go. I'm not even sure if I can. I wonder. If I should check my blood pressure after this. After a few coffees the other day, I checked my blood pressure. It affected it. I thought this might be a good time to come on. Time on now. Yeah, just 5 o'clock. Thought I would catch most people.
What if I told you that once you stop chasing all the things that you want and start appreciating all the things that you already have, all those things you were chasing will start chasing you? What if I told you that once you stop chasing all the things that you want and start appreciating all the things that you already have, all those things you were chasing will start
Yeah, but
chasing
the
you?
thing that most
What if I
people
told you
have
that once you
is
stop
fucking
chasing all
debt,
the things that you want
and
and
then the
start
debt will start
appreciating all the
chasing you,
things that
all
you
right?
already have, all those
So look at the COVID, 5,400. Well, one person showed up. Was stripping some wire. The problem was, I bought a new knife, but I couldn't find it. So I had to use a loose one. So I used a loose blade inside, and yeah. So I bought another blade today, another knife. Do some more stripping. So everything's normal now in New Zealand, Murray. Lucky that it was just the tip of the finger. So. Maybe I'll save the. I think maybe tomorrow night I might. I've got. You can get meals here, and it's like spaghetti, carbonara, spaghetti bolognese for about 178 yen or 200 yen. And they're pretty good. But tomorrow I'm going to maybe put. I've got like 3 sausages left, so maybe I'll put those in. Maybe make a nice spaghetti or something. Maybe put some beans in it. Put some what you call them, kidney beans in. But what about people coming into? Are people still coming into the country?
things you were chasing will start chasing you.
The number of people on TikTok giving their smart advice is unbelievable.
What if I told you that one?
But I think you've got to have like 1 billion views before you start to earn money. Oh, what the? I just switched this on to see if there's any more special offers. Today I had some
Secret sauce of Amazon, where there are several principles of Amazon, but
that's it, Skyline. No, I don't think I should have a piece. No. Trying to cut down beer, which I have done. Just trying to get that. Did you ever hear that? Because you're in the nursing trade, aren't you? That the blood pressure should be like 120, or is it 100 plus 1 degree for every year you are, every year. So for example, if you're 40, your blood pressure should be 140 over whatever. See, then this is what I don't know if it's just take out or what. For one, I've had this before. It's quite nice, but it's very easy to eat. No, but the last time I stopped taking the, he seemed a bit perturbed or angry that I'd stopped taking the medicine without his say so. But like I say, I want to. That's the only medicine that I've ever took, so I really don't want to. I want to stop taking it. So this is why I've cut down. Well, in the last 6 days, I think I've had like. On one day I had some drink. I've had no beer. Just had wine. So, and I've been eating the Quaker oats, things like that. Beetroot with bananas. Maybe I can just start exercising. And then see if that can push. So now I'm about. And then see if that can push. So now I'm about. Sometimes I'm under 150, but it's difficult to get that bottom grade down. That's that over 100. If I could get that under 100 constantly, I'd be happy. But I've found it easier not to. I found it easier to go without the beer, not even think about it. So. I know if I don't, it's never going to happen. I've been watching this new thing on TikTok and people how they cut open stomachs and all the big fat bubbles of fat. This orange, they look like baked beans. They It is quite amazing that how there's no blood comes out when they cut across the stomach. But it's not, I don't think it's an operation that I'd like to do. even being like at least 30 kilograms overweight. What did you eat tonight then, Murray? What did you have for tea? So I don't. Did you see that video when they had the small stones? I found out now what they are. They're ocean stones, and they're made smooth by the ocean. But apparently they're not as rare as they used to be. They're not as common as they used to be. When you say, well, you mean they're your workmates or they're your patients? Like I'm active in the sense that apart from working, I climb the stairs in my house to the second floor, at least 10, 20 times a day. Wonder if I should go into the back room and start. Yeah, well, I suppose doctors as well get fat, don't they? So. Do you know how you get? Do you know how you get a fat girl into bed, Murray? It's a piece of cake. Or maybe two. I remember one day there was a waitress in here, and I brought in like a small pot of tiramisu, and I ended up giving it to the waitress, and she was like overjoyed. Yep, I think it's called the planking the eye syndrome. Very funny, that Jesus coming up with the word syndrome 2,000 years ago. So I've been told on TikTok that I should, if you want to increase your followers, with that, is to make lots of videos. Well, I've got like 6,000 videos, so I think I'll just tape them. Oh, my chicken's coming. No, just got to be careful when eating it. Arigato. Thank you. It smells good. I wonder if they're going to watch me. No, it's all finished. But the problem is I've still got like a big room full of stuff. The plan was to go today and then there was some rain, so I didn't go, so hopefully go tomorrow morning. This is my friend's wife. She's got a very large building. She's got spaces for shops and schools and offices. Yeah. He needed to get that out of there. Because I was thinking of renting a truck. I was thinking of renting a truck to do it. Well, I got the lights for my truck, so hopefully I'll be able to put those on the weekend. Then I've got the test. I've got the test next week. Fuck man, I feel like a beer now after that chicken. That's the problem when you do things like that, and then you just feel like it. That's the problem of coming into these places. This chicken is an award winner. For the last 3 years. I got lost in Osaka. A fucking nightmare. I had gone to this company that sold foreign goods like English goods, you know, sauce and porridge and things like that. When they got there was fucking hardly anything there. So I went all that way with the wife and the kids, and then there was nothing there, and then I got fucked up coming back. We're just driving a foreign license. So the good thing is, with mine, what started all this off was getting fed up of pissing fucking 4 to 6 times a night. And last night was like 2 times, I think, once about 2 o'clock and then 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was, and it's similar the night before as well, so it's working. Arigato. So that beer means I have to, what I was saying before, in Japan they discovered, it was on a Japanese program, there's an area between skin which will absorb water. And I know this year or last year I noticed that my socks, and it was like the socks were like compressing the skin, and then it was like a lip where my legs, at the bottom of my leg, there was like a lip, and I was thinking, what the fuck, what's happening with the wall and leg? And I couldn't figure it out. Now I know what it is. It's this. As you get older, the water, your heart's not strong enough to pump up the water from your legs unless you give it help. For example, laying down and raising your legs. Now the other night I noticed I had I think I had 3 wines, and then I had a 300 milli bottle of sake, and then I went out and bought another one. I felt really drunk. I was drunker than usual, so getting old, Murray. Yeah, I think that's the best thing, is to start exercising again. You know, even though I like to work and I'm active, I think there's nothing better for you than going for a brisk walk or a cycle or something like that. But you just got to do it regularly. I've got a Nigerian friend, he's on my videos. And I don't know if he does it now, but he was doing it 2 years ago, and I watched him work out. An unbelievable body and strength, and he works every day, most days anyway. But he used to be a professional boxer in Nigeria. Tramping? That sounds a bit sexual, Murray. Is that what Kiwi I could do? I think that's one of the reasons why I maybe want to come off those pills, is to try and get my body functioning properly again. In the Marines they say yomping, and in the paras they say tabbing. But obviously that's when they're carrying a big yeah, great country for doing that, isn't it? Have they got many more beers in New Zealand? Yeah, I think a lot of people, because there's loads of mountains there, so a lot of people do it, but it's never been my cup of tea. Tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried about if there's any bears in the mountains. It's probably more dangerous in Hokkaido for bears. And so I was watching something the other night. It was on TikTok. I watch a lot of stuff on TikTok now, and it was this guy talking about how to live long, and basically living long was not by how you keeping running or keeping cycling. It was just keeping moving, just being active. and friends in a society. It could be church or it could be friends, and that was it. That was the secret to it. And people like in Italy, I think it was Corsica they mentioned, Italy and Okinawa, and then there was somewhere in Pakistan maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a go at that. I've got a Facebook friend in Canada, John Hughes, and he does a lot of hunting. But I guess a good bit of good. It's all right shooting the animal. And he's always like cutting these things up and having these big deer steaks, and he's making vegetables and other stuff with it, and then a nice glass of wine. Just looks so fantastic. I remember when I was in Queenstown once, and the guy I stayed with was from England, and he had an Austrian friend, and he gave us the hind legs of a mountain goat. Fucking beautiful meat, really. Then again, we've been fucking drinking, so I guess anything tastes nice. But I remember it being really, really nice. Yeah, I'd like to go once again. I think I've been 5 times altogether, maybe, to New Zealand. 4 times, 5 times. Don't even fucking. Yeah, lamb is pretty pricey here. You know, you get some lamb, what's it called, lamb chops. Get some lamb chops, and it's, I don't know, about 700 yen, 800 yen for 4 small chops. So last time I bought them, they were like half price. Well, that's the only time I buy them, when they're off price. Oh, this girl behind me, she's drinking. Oh yes, I've had these stones that I found. I didn't know what they were, and there's this guy on TikTok. He's Irish, but he's very posh Irish, I guess, but a very fucking switched on, smart guy, and they're called ocean stones. And I looked them up on. They're about $1 each. And I've got maybe like 40, 50 kilograms of these stones. Now he suggested making jewellery with them, and as you know, in New Zealand, you get a lot of people making jewellery from the, what do you call it, the quartz. Why is it not as popular? What's wrong? There can't be anything. Lamb chops, new potatoes, with mint sauce. Surely they're got a nice gravy. There can't be any. There's not many better meals, is there? Are they feeling guilty about the little lamb, maybe? Does something replace it then? Are they eating more beef or something? Yeah, I've never. I don't think I've ever had filet mignon, or maybe I can't. But maybe I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, when I went with my rich friend, But I had some Chateaubriand. I went with my daughter. I treated her to a nice steak, and that Chateaubriand, fuck man, that was really really nice. Never, I'd eat that every day if I fucking won on the lottery. That is really nice. Is there a sushi shop in your town, Murray? I used to eat that nearly every day, Chinese Olympics. Many, wow. What time? Yeah, but I imagine it's not cheap though, is it? I fucked up when I this fugu guy, pufferfish, no fugu, and he offered to give me a job, accommodation, all the beer I could drink, the food, 100,000 yen a month. I really fucked up there. What town did you say it were, Murray? Is it the university town? Who? Oh, Christchurch. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's one of the main places, isn't it? Where they all come to land. I used to drive the car. I used to drive the. I get free transport. I used to either drive them back down. That's it. I used to land in Christchurch, and then drive a minivan down to Queenstown. It was free. Hamilton. Is Hamilton a town there? Maybe that's what was on my mind. Yeah, I've been on the airport many times. When you look out the window and look to the mountains, look fantastic. I think I was watching Ricky Gervais. Yeah, no, I think that's where I thought you first said you were from. but mainly it was to keep the weight down, and I think my fault was I started drinking Chu-Hais, and once you get into that habit, you're drinking like 2, 3, 4 a day. There's just so much sugar in them. Now I rarely drink them. But I guess my weight was 110, 111 kilos. So at least I'm down to about 106 now. So looks like he might have to get into exercise again, Murray. Yeah, I think I went to see him. I met him in skiing in Chiracabako in Japan, and when I went back to New Zealand, I called in on him, and I think that was it in Hamilton. You ever watch? Did you get that? You get QI over there, Murray? BBC program.
Hey dog, my back really hurts.
I've just been watching.
What's that saying? Hey dog, my back.
So I've just been watching this young fella. He seems very, very nice from a Londoner. You don't watch TV? Wow, you just read them, Murray. It's a long time since I've read a book. Do you listen to music then in the evening? So I don't watch TV, but I'm on the internet, so I'm on the intertubes. Yeah, I've seen them in England. The problem is they're making programs that won't upset anyone. Have you read Malcolm X? That's a good book. Malcolm X, Misery. It's a long time since I've read them, like the famous people's autobiographies or biographies. C.W. Nicol, I know that name. What's it? Who is that guy? I know him. I know that name. Is he an adventurer? Storyteller? Who is C.W. Nicol? Oh, yeah. You know, he just passed away. No, he's died. He died in April last year. Let's see how old he was. 1940. So he lived a decent. He had 80 years then. I'm such a twat. I've got a friend here from Scotland, and he wrote a book. And he sent me this book, and it got sent back to him because I didn't check my letterbox. And then he sent it me again, and I've still only read 2 fucking pages. I'm such a con. And it's a comedy. I think it's a comedy about Asia and crime. Excuse me. But my friend's book, he started off, it was okay, but I just hadn't written read a book for in such a long time. I just got out of fucking the habit of reading. As a kid, I was a bookworm. And my headmaster, when I was 8 years old, he made me stand up in the audience. He says, "Oh, congratulations to Gary Firth because he's the bookworm at the library. He's read most books." And he said, "We'll give you a present." Never gave me a present. If you want a book that you can't stick with, try Salman Rushdie. that will mess with your head. Try to start reading that. I don't. Maybe it was just meant for people that had like spent a lifetime reading books. I'd been to brilliant universities, and because I could not make head nor tail of it, I just gave it up. So how are those people in Iran? Thank you, sir. He's a good lad. Isana, is that his name, is it? The Alliance, oh, sounds interesting. I watched a film last night on Netflix, and it wasn't bad. It was called About Time, and it's a decent film. Yeah. What does your wife do, Murray? She in the tourism industry? So it's not, so they're a bit of a sad read then. Well, how I got to Japan was because I was in Queenstown selling all my stuff to raise money to get a ticket to go to Japan. And this girl introduced me to rich people, and she eventually introduced me to my sponsor. And when we got back to Japan, I tried to meet up with this girl, but because it was Tokyo, it was so fucking, it was nice as well. And it was so difficult to fucking meet her. Quite a few times I tried to meet people and just couldn't fucking sort it out. And so I just gave up. So I think he gave me a present, and I think it might have been a necklace or something like that, and I gave it to her. So she was impressed with that. Tokyo's massive. I don't know what does that mean, massive? I've heard it mentioned recently in the last. What does it mean? Am I too old to understand that? No, I don't know that massive. Oh, Tokyo is massive. Oh, yeah. No, but no, I thought it meant something else, like massive, or is it missive? It has like a different connotation to it. Like, for example, like a group of people. Yeah, but like, Shinjuku Station. I can't even say that now. Shinjuku Station. So many exits. But then again, I was, I was meeting her at Tokyo Station. Alternative meanings for massive. No. Or maybe I just misread it. I'm getting old, Maury. Like 6 months ago or so, I wasn't all that interested in living. I've changed my mind since then. So I was trying to. My truck. I've got 800 kilograms of fucking crap on the truck. Can't believe it. And it always takes ages to clear out. Get on Kindle for the books. I don't. What are you talking about? What? I didn't see that. Geeks jumped in. What are you talking about, Geek? No, another. It's working out well. I have stopped pissing 4, 5, 6 times a night. The last two nights, I only pissed 2 times. So I was and sleeping better. So it's fucking working good. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea, Geek. I lost a few 100 grams, and then I fucking had a wine or 2, and fucking. But the good thing is, my blood pressure's down. You know, because like before I started taking tablets, my blood pressure was like sometimes 170, 180, 190, 200 in the daytime. And then I told the girl to stop playing with me cock, and it dropped. But yeah, so I'm getting it down to about 160, about 100 at the moment. So I've just been talking to Murray. Maybe what I need to do is to exercise, get into exercise, brisk walking, just give it a good start, you know. And then maybe buy myself a pair of running shoes. Walk and run, you know what it's like? Walk a bit, run a bit. Yeah, well, the thing is, what I want to do. Like, my friend is 90 this year. He used to ride horses, so he was quite fit in that respect. But I'd like to be. I don't want to be frail. So that's. So I want to. Like I said, well, I'm not. I've got a decent body now, as it is, apart from the big belly. But my shoulders and arms are alright, and my legs. So. Last 2 days, Geek. This is the only fall down if I come in here to fucking do a broadcast, and then one thing leads to another. Some fucking delicious chicken. But my headlights came today, headlight and side light, and they put the bulbs in as well. The bulbs are still in the headlights with the wires connected. So I think that looks like the hint is that I just, instead of fucking about with the connectors, connect them up. Then all I've got to do is straighten out the steel frame with my bare hands. And then I've got a fucking test next week. Now I've got a. When I realised when I had the crash, I went through fucking 2 fields, and the airbag. This is the second time the airbag hasn't worked, and there's a problem with the airbags. And Nissan keeps sending me fucking letters saying to fix it. So that's what I've got to find out now. Have I got to fix this airbag to get a test? Come on, what, Peter? Are you? You're trying to trick us with that hiragana. So I had a message on when I did a video on Iwama the other day, maybe yesterday. Someone said if you take the food to Iwama, he will take it, and also it'll come in a video. So I'll have to check that out once we get the car fixed. Yeah, that when I was driving through that, it's quite. I've been in quite a few car accidents, but none where I've gone through 2 fucking fields in darkness. Okay, we're back on. Takada, I might have actually worked. I used to work for I used to work for a company that they made seatbelts. I wonder if I guess that they make those as well. I used to teach there. In fact, the guy I used to teach, he got sent to India, and his wife was telling us that when he was sent to India, he started crying, and then I related this story to another Japanese guy, and he also went to India, and he said, "Me too, I cried as well." Yeah, Takara. I used to cheat on the taxis and the trains, and I used to make up these fucking. I get so many taxi receipts, and then I cut them up, and then I'd switch them about, and then photocopy them, and then fax them in, and I used to run to the company, and then run back to the station, and I was getting like fucking 3,000 yen a class. It was like 12,000 yen from that school. From that company, so I was getting like 12,000 yen a month just in fucking taxi fares. So I used to make average about 35,000, 40,000 a month on fiddling the fucking train and taxi fares. Is it snowing? I don't drive too fast though, Peter. So. So I sold some steel yesterday, some wire and some steel, and there wasn't a lot of steel on. Then I fucking realised I always miss things on the truck. And I got like a big, you know the Shichigo-san. They have like they have a frame. So I forgot to take that off. Once I get the truck fixed, there'll be a lot of fucking bicycles disappearing around this area. Only bicycles that no one uses, of course. There was Takada in Okazaki. And this guy who I taught, his wife, I can't remember his name, but his wife won a competition. She worked for McDonald's, and she won a competition to go to Hawaii. Well, just on the rim. Oh, that's all right, pal. There was this funny thing on the rim of the wheel. We all do it, pal. I've like it turning because it's a long truck. I have fucking at least 5 tires I've had to fucking buy by going round the fucking, not giving enough room to go around the corner. At least 5 tires. There was a when we were pregnant, and you were telling everybody at the work that we were pregnant, and then when I was delivered the baby, we delivered the baby. He goes, yeah, yeah. So the husband's saying, yeah, yeah. He says, well, we fucking crashed the car. I thought that was a funny TikTok. How are them fires, Geek, in California? Have they gone out now? Well, before you other guys turned up, Murray was talking about in New Zealand there's no fucking outbreaks of the disease. It was fucking crazy, and it's only fucking January. And I think all those areas should be patrolled to watch out for any single people like going into the area with boxes of matches. I was doing. There used to be a guy on this. There used to be a guy on this channel called Walter. Not on this, on the YouTube channel. Sorry, it wasn't that Walter. Different Walter. He used to like support me. He used to send me $10 a month. And when I suggested that fucking firefighters sometimes start their own fires, because he was a volunteer fireman, and when I suggested that when they do this, men and women firefighters, they have done it. He just fucking dropped me straight away. Ever since, this is a few years ago, never been in touch again since. But I think it's the same with the coppers, isn't it? They create some work for themselves, or where they look to make themselves look good, make them look like a hero, and then they get promoted by fucking shanghaiing some cunt into jail. What's that one, Geek? An actor mentioned Ray Liotta the other night. What was that? Backdraft. Oh, I've seen that one. That's Fonzie's mate's film. I don't know that one. Yeah, this is what Muddy was saying before, and I was getting confused. But like the word massive, and maybe it's got like a different meaning. For example, they say like if you're in the Orange County Massive, or is it Missive? I don't know. Or the Greenwich Massive, and I don't know if it's connected with some kind of group of people or something like that. Any idea, Geek? You can take that, pal, if you want. Look at that, see, he understands perfectly. I don't know, maybe who's youngest here? Peter. How old is Peter? What are you just? You're just the right side of 40, yeah? '50s. Oh, so you're not, you're not too far from me then, Peter. So are you going to be staying in here for the rest of your natural then, or what? Have you got a pension plan sorted out? Because I don't know, it depends what they did with the money. I guess a lot of teachers in Japan, they came over in their early 20s and just pissed it up. You're still paying off the house. Maybe I should have stayed in London with the wife. Who's fucking banging over there? Oh yeah, so a couple of nights ago, I was in here and they no more wine after 7 o'clock. Because they're closing at 8. Maybe I should ask this lad actually. Well, I knew someone that they married. It was second wife when they got married, and then they bought a house together. She died, and then the mother said she wants half of the house. Oniさん、こっち。そう、今日何時まで？
今日8時までになります。
お先は7時前。
オーダーストップは
オーダーストップは7時前。
7時20分ぐらいですね。7時20分になります。
あ、そうですか。
はい。
でも、3日前はここにいた、彼女は7時10分ぐらい頼んだけど、で、she said, ね、7時はラスト。確認してくれる？
7時に
確認
確認してき
や
ます。
ってくれる？ What do you mean they were closed fully? What did they expect was happening? But people have got their cash cards this one, so. Because I wish mine would close early, because then I can put the fucking truck in the car park. What do you reckon, Geek? They've sent me 2 lights. They sent me the indicator light and the main light.
20分になりますね。オーダーストップ。
Okay, arigato. Go on. So they sent, and so now I'm wondering, because one of the lights I can maybe just put that straight back in, but it seems so fucking stiff to get into the headlight. So I'm wondering whether I should. They've left the wires on. They've left like 2 or 3 inches on the wires, so I could easily connect those. What do you think? This is a Beatles song, isn't it? Give it a shot. That's what you said about prizing off the fucking lights with a screwdriver. I did that last night. Yeah, it came off really easy. So I think the only thing I need now is like an adjuster for the headlight. And that's it. This lad is king. What is your name? That's Fish. Det så. Fish, titta man inte. Fish life. Fish life car, main fish. Was it your? Gyoho. De har Gyoho like Bashir koto. Eh? Or some koto. Fish. That is brilliant. That could be a cartoon. So maybe his ancestors are fisher people. There's something. There was someone that did Man Talk of Life. So is it dead in Tokyo now then, Peter? Well, I haven't been in McDonald's for the last 5 days, so fuck them and their fucking Wi-Fi. Oh, really? Yeah, I noticed. I looked on TikTok. There is a COVID thing, a COVID app, and I noticed that in Tokyo, maybe Saitama, and the other one, and then in Fukuoka. The targets were quite up, but in this area in Aichi, which is a complete fucking prefecture, they were like as low as 150 one day. But then again, that's 8 million. But I guess in Tokyo, that area, they'll fucking. Are they closing at 8 o'clock there? They're closing at 8 o'clock in this area, Nagoya and Gifu. Well, listen, you ever go on that lotto, Peter? 10 million, 10 Juoku tonight. It's raining. I remember once I did this clearance of this house, and there was some fucking And there were some adult nappies, and so my son was asking, "Whose are these?" Newtown, are those in? Are those all in Australia? I never won on the fucking Kiwi Lotto. I used to have a go on that. Just call me lucky bastard. That could be that's the title of my fucking autobiography. Just call me lucky bastard. Like I said, my rich friend is like 90 this year, and none of his school are alive, his schoolmates. But, hello. But, I think his brothers and sisters are still alive. How old's your computer, geek? What would you do if you won on the lotto? Would you buy a really good fucking computer? That's new, isn't it? I think I'd buy a laptop which was so fucking heavy, I'd hire someone to fucking carry it. I bought a laptop 3 years ago. I used it once and I haven't fucking used it since. Because there's no Japanese on it because I was fed up of fucking hitting the wrong key and all Japanese shit coming up. What are you talking about? What work are you doing? I thought you were just looking after your granddad. Maybe what's Geek been up to? What work is that, Geek? I thought you were a scrapper like me. So I was talking to Ed the other night. I don't know if anyone, a few nights ago, and for some reason I'd read this that if you bought what do you call them in Japan, the country's fucking stocks or whatever, and you could get 4%. Anyway, so because if you won like Juokuen, that would be like 40 million yen a year. And then Ed did some research and it turns out it was 0.4 yen. Okay, that kind of work, I get you. So you're in the Ryan's group with your ex-porn star. That's why he doesn't show his face. Now it's all coming clear. Get it? Geek. Well, I know what you're up to now, pal. Not dirty geek, dirty Greek. participating. Yeah, I wouldn't. There's only one reason I never made porn films, and that's because I just didn't want to give my secrets away. Simple as that. Next, they were all over the fucking porn world doing the Gary, copying my fucking work. I can't fucking trademark that, can I? A Ryan Fanny down it. And he's not been out. He has not been around. What someone said 2 months the other day. Well, we're keeping his spirit alive. His spirit alive and his porno cock going. In fact, Ryan's performance was probably the worst. What? I think, yeah, that's what it's called. In the opposite of the Oscars, it's called a Razzie, I believe. And oh my God, these two young girls. It just looked like he'd never had sex before in that film. It looked like that. It looked like that monkey from Friends. It looked like Ross's monkey. If, for example, if Iwama died, I'm sure that the news would reach me and I would put it out that I was definitely the #1 YouTuber in Iwakura now, because Iwama's just fucking died. But if he's in somewhere, is it Kenya or did he move to a different country? And I was going to tell the world. I feel sorry for good taste. I don't want to say too much, but these two girls have just walked past with Calpis, and Calpis is the nickname for sperm in Japan. Drink mine's Calpis. Just saying. Uganda. Yes, well, I'll just leave it at NLO. I don't want to. I don't want to call in the parents saying this old man's bothering us. Oh yeah, of course she's not, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, but it's nuts and everything. But I'm sure he's got no physical strength, and he's got no special skills. So I think he'll be all right. I would have my can of mace. The funny thing is, if you had a can of mace, which is in England, I think, and but if you had a can of a different kind of like in James Bond film when he killed the snake with the fucking head. If you had something like that, and then you just put a fucking flame to it. Exactly. And judoka as well. And the slapper. I would slap him. Butter knives are illegal. You might be right, pal. But they keep on fucking. I get some, because most of these kids that are killed in London are black, and I just get the feeling that families would like write off their children to go and live to England. Yeah, there's a gun ban, isn't there? You can't get a gun in England. You got to make your own geek. I got into serious shit one day. We were at like a big weekend meet, and when they shouted like scrans up when the food was ready, I fucking ran off towards the food, leaving my fucking SLR on the ground. I got a right bollocking for that because it was a live event as well, as in there were rounds inside the magazine, inside the weapon. So my NCO was not too impressed with that. Some cunt grassed on me. But food is food. Now what they said I heard something that if you wanted a gun and you knew the people, you could go and get a gun and they'd give you some rounds, but you had to return the gun. So they might loan that gun out for £500, then the person would use the gun, then they'd return the gun, because they found that guns, they were like, one certain gun was like involved in different murders. So. All right, well, you at work here, mate. Take care, pal. Thanks for chatting. Say hello to Chiharu. If I win the lottery, I'll come over and see you. I saw in the news that Joe Biden, when mother was in the audience, she was giving someone else a blowjob in the fucking seat. 100-year-old giving a blowjob. That's terrible. And but he seems to be pandering. He's put out in the Oval Office now. He has put. He's got rid of Winston Churchill, the right-wing racist, and he's brought in Rosa Parks, Cesar Chavez, and that's pandering. You can't fucking go. The older the berry, the sweeter the juice. I think that fucking berry's dried up. I think if they cut her fanny open, put it on a fax machine, it'd look like fucking the dried riverbeds of Mars. But if he's 78, so obviously she could be, she's either 98, unless she fucking threw him out at 16, threw him out at fucking 16 years old, but she's definitely late 90s, early 100s. Yeah, the thing is, people know Joe Biden. The only thing he's going to get any fucking, if he does raise the tax rate for the rich, if he raises the tax rates for the rich, that'll go towards people having faith in him. If he starts to, if he gives some people the cost benefits of the education, you know, especially people that are being paid their education bill for fucking 5, 10, 15, 20 years, those bills should be killed. You know, those debts should be written off, without a doubt. If you got your fucking 20,000, 30,000 loan and you bought a fucking truck with it, then I think you should pay up. But maybe that is today's politicians, though, geek. Pandering. The pandering party. What do you want? We'll do it. It's only one person. No problem. So all I've got to do is stay sober enough not to fucking cut my finger again. Oh, she's calling me. Yeah, I bought a new knife last night, cut a knife. Honestly, the people in the Wonder Again shop must fucking... This guy's is always buying fucking... he's always buying like cutter knives. What are we now? The knives are fucking... No, the girl's behind me. I think she mentioned Oji-san. I'm gonna fucking dread Santa. Now, I wish Mo was. She's, I tell her what I should do. Because the thing is with Mo, she said she was moving to the other side of town. I don't know whether she's done that, but it made no sense whatsoever because she needed help with the kid. And I was just wondering whether to fucking... But my house is such a mess. Or lives there blowjob free. Apart from special circumstances. Yeah, but the thing we should look at, Dad's fucked up. All the family's fucked up, and her dad wanted money because her dad retired from. Her dad is like a freak. If you saw him, you wouldn't believe him. Like he looks like fucking Where's Willie? Where's Wally? He honestly just looks like that. And he was a civil servant, retired early. Then now he's retired. Now he's because he has to give his wife like $1,000 a month to pay for food and everything. His wife lives in. She's hot. The wife is hot. she's like early 50s, something early mid 50s, and but Mo lives in like one room with a kid. She lives in the living room. She sleeps in the living room with a kid, and then this way she gets all her clothes and everything. So it's very strange. Like everyone's got their own. The grandma, the mum, the dad, the brother. They've all got their own rooms, and she's got the fucking living room. Oh, it's a very odd city. Yeah, but apart from that, like a dad, she puts the kid to sleep at 6 o'clock or something like that. The kid wakes up at 5, and the dad looks after the kid. And Moe, she wakes up at 6, so she's not sleeping in. Oh, this is what she tells me. And then the dad has asked money from Moe, from her allowance. He's asking her to give $100 or $200 a month for looking after that kid the first hour of the morning when he's up already. Can you fucking believe that? Yeah, but no, it's your own fucking family, man. He seems to have forgot that it's his grandchild. And then, you know, like in these situations, you know, like the grandparents are surprised. Well, she doesn't bring the kid to see us. Well, no, so the mother doesn't help either, you know. So. But obviously, what she should do is put the kid to bed later. Like when we put our kids to bed when they were tired. Simple as that. They go to bed when they're tired. They get in the bath. The wife gets in the bath. The kids get in the bath. The wife gets in the bath. They put the pajamas on. They fucking go to bed. It's not fucking 6 o'clock in the fucking evening. That's why I hated my mother. She'd always fucking do that, the selfish bitch. We were fucking wide awake and she'd send us to bed. My dad did the same thing. Even when we were like fucking 12, 13, he'd send us, we could send us to bed at 8 o'clock. Cunt. We could watch, there was a show called The Champions, we could watch that. This is why they're wondering, all these people are complaining their kids are fucking crying at night. It's because you put them to bed when they're not fucking tired, you stupid cunts. The lad is there with the wine. Thank you, sir. Geek, I'm going to finish this off now because it's going to probably die soon anyway. It's well under 10% the power. So, thanks for tuning in, and who else is there? Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Geek, can you go to what were you calling, Roger? Who's watching now, if you can go to TikTok, Iwakura Santa, and see my videos there, please. I'd appreciate it. Cheers, pal. Take care.